let's waste no time in diving into the administrative console portion of your honeycomb. More specifically, click on the far left option on the navigation bar labeled Administer Columns after your administrative console page loads. Once in here, you have over 70 different data types that you can fit into 30 active columns. The first thing you want to do is activate a column. We have activated 5 of them for you, so let's practice on number 6. Click the drop-down labeled Add, Remove, or Move Columns here. This will provide you a list with all 30 columns. The columns beginning with 2 hyphens means that they are currently in use. Select column 6. This will give you another drop-down menu so that you can choose what type of data to put in here. We selected a currency field, but you, of course, can select whatever you'd like. Each data type has multiple options to select. We suggest choosing the lowest number still available. Once you make your selection, this data type will be saved to column 6. Notice how it's now changed below. Here is a quick chart showing the different types of columns and the data that can be stored in them. First, you can have 20 text columns. Any type of data can be entered into these columns, including letters, numbers, symbols, etc. It's really for anything and everything. Text column 1 through 7 uses small input fields, while 8 through 20 uses large fields when entering or editing records. Next, there are 9 drop-down menus. Click the Edit My Drop-Down Menus link from the dashboard to update the values inside them. Next, you have 5 number columns. Only numbers can be entered here, as your honeycomb stores them better here than numbers entered into a regular text field. Next, you have 5 currency columns. This works much like the numbers field, except it allows you to store dollars and cents. Next, you have 5 decimal columns that can hold many digits past the decimal place. Next, you can use up to 7 date columns. This is important if you have a date that you need to remember, such as a date of birth. Next, there are 7 yes/no fields. This is pretty straightforward. Next, you can have 2 URL fields where you can store a website for quick reference. If you want to remove a column from use, click here. And last, you have special fields which are actually shown at the top of your drop-down menu. Inside your honeycomb, there are many special fields that you can use. We have an entire section devoted to explaining each of them inside the Frequently Asked Questions area of the Help section, so please go there for more information. Now that we know how to activate columns, let's look at all the options we have for each column. Click the second drop-down menu on the page labeled Select a Column to update here. Select a column you wish to edit. Once this loads, you have up to 5 different options. The first field is to give it a name. This name will appear at the top of that column whenever you view your data. This is very important because you need to know what kind of data lives here. It's important so you don't get confused when querying your information. Next is the default value. This is what will appear each time you enter a new record. On date fields, a value of zeros will display the current date whenever you go to enter a new record. Next is sorting and searching. In order to stay clean and organized when querying your data, you can select which columns you want to be able to sort and search, and even get down to specifics like if they can be sorted descending, ascending, or both. The next field over is the max length. This is the maximum number of characters, including spaces, that can be entered into any one field under that column. The field after that stands for column width and allows you to set in pixels how wide that column is when you query it. If you enter a value of 0, the column will auto-size to fit both the data and the page efficiently. Once you make all your changes, hit Update and it will save everything you did. In summary, you have a lot of columns to choose from and can add, take away, and re-add at any time in the future. Also, removing a column will not erase any information that was stored in there. It will only remove it from queries until you re-add it.